Hey everybody, it's LTM here. I'm at the Cinemark right now, and I'm about to go and watch Fly Me to the Moon. So, funny story. So, when I first heard about this movie being announced, I actually thought the Fly Me to the Moon they were talking about is the one with the flies in it. When I was a kid, there was a movie called Fly Me to the Moon where they had like 3 flies, and they get sent off in this rocket ship to go to the moon. And yeah, as time would go on, that's not what this movie was. I just thought it'd be funny. I don't know. But Fly Me to the Moon in this movie, it's supposed to be a romantic comedy with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, Ray Romano, and Woody Harrelson. Not a bad cast. And I forgot what the original title was, but Apple TV ended up changing the title, so there's that. I will admit, when I saw the trailers for this, I was intrigued, but not really incredibly sucked in. Mostly because I'm not really that big into rom-coms in general. But it does take place in the 1960s in NASA, so I do like NASA. I've always wanted to visit NASA. I hope I do visit it one day. And it just seems like an interesting idea to go see. So I'll keep you guys up here. I'll give you all my thoughts when I come back. This is LTM, and I'll be right back. Hey guys, just got back from the theater. I just got back from watching Fly Me to the Moon. So as I stated earlier, I wasn't really excited to see this movie, but I want to give it a chance. And surprisingly, the movie is a little better than I thought it would be. It's not a great movie, but it's a serviceable rom-com. So the movie takes place during the 1960s, and it's basically the whole movie and I don't know how to explain the plot of it because it kind of gets lost at times. But basically, the movie takes place during the 1960s. The movie is like this. It's a fictional story about NASA during the Apollo 11, which is about the astronauts and stuff, the first landing on the moon. The movie goes through a lot of the fake marketing, the Soviet Union, the NASA culture. It's basically what it is. And our two main characters end up falling for each other. And Scarlett Johansson's making all this fake marketing, and she's lying to the public and stuff. And basically what's his name? Tatum or something like that. Channing Tatum, sorry. It took me a second to think about that. Channing Tatum doesn't like all that, so... But both, throughout the movie, they start bonding a relationship, and they get in trouble, and there's a lot going on in this movie. Like I said, with the fake marketing, the Soviet Union, the NASA culture, things like that. The movie throws so much at you, but to be fair, I think that's what the movie was trying to do. What I really admired about this movie was the relationship between the two main characters. Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, while not the perfect odd couple, they do a really good job with each other, and I think they did a really good job at their acting. The acting's pretty good too. You also have Ray Romano. You also have Woody Harrelson. You have a lot of great celebrities in this movie. Some of them do a pretty good job here. The acting's pretty good. There are some funny moments for it being a romantic comedy. Maybe not every joke lands, but there are some jokes that do work. I do like what they did with the 1960s culture, like I said, but it's also the costume designs, the way everything looks, the cinematography. It looks fantastic. The stuff that they do on the moon was pretty good. And I don't want to say, some of the criticisms I do have with it is that it is way too long. This movie could have been a little bit shorter, maybe could have cut a couple scenes out to make it slightly a bit longer, but that's Hollywood for you. And honestly, I think what really screws it up a little bit is that the tone just swings halfway through this movie. Like I don't want to spoil, but if you've seen this movie already, there's a scene where Channing Tatum's in an interview, and then the tone it sounds like the movie's trying to go a little bit darker, maybe try to be a little more dramatic, but the tone just swings automatically. Like it gets dark pretty cool about halfway through this movie. And the drama's not bad. It just feels like the tone just shifts automatically weirdly, and it kind of is distracting. You could have just stick to one tone, one or the other, and it just kind of ruins the experience. But with that said, there are some good things I like about it. Like I said, the acting's good, and stuff like that. I don't want to say this is a must-watch because I think the best people I can really recommend this to is the people who grew up around the 1960s and you're familiar with the NASA stuff and the space stuff, or if you just want a really good date night, I think you'll probably dig this movie out. But for other than that, this is fine. I don't recommend it for everyone, but if you're interested, the movie's out in theaters right now, and it's on Apple Plus, so Apple TV Plus. So there's that. With that said, I'll give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. It has some problems, sure, but at least it has some substance. You can tell the people were trying to make something good, and there is passion behind it. So I take it for what it's worth, I guess. All right, that was Fly Me to the Moon. What do you know about what do you like about the 1960s? Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM, and I'll see you guys later.